I created two lake profiles of Cottage Grove Lake, one for 2016 and one for 2007. So you can see that that's quite a bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to put them in my folder, Save Place As. I want to make sure that I've chosen a KML, and I'm going into my Lab 2 folder. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one, Save Place As, Save. And now I'm going to put them into an ArcGIS online map. Okay, so what we're going to do is create a new folder called GIS 151 Lab 2, and you see if I click on that, that's the folder that's highlighted. Now this is the folder that's highlighted. Once I get that, I'm going to create a new map, and I'm going to call it mine is 2007 and 2016, and I'm just going to put my name on here. So that would be good so I know whose map you're looking at. And I really should say Cottage Grove Lake here. And you shouldn't say Cottage Grove Lake. Yeah. Okay. You should have Lake Abert. Alright, and then we're going to put it in the Lab 2 folder, choose OK. I think I was testing this earlier, and so that may be what that warning was. Okay, so I've got my map set up. I'm going to go back to my content, and I'm going to add the two KML files. And you have to add them one at a time. So you're going to go back to content, make sure Lab 2 is active. You're going to add an item from your computer. You're going to go in. I've done this a lot, so my computer, the program knows where to go for right now. And then I've got to click somewhere up there to get that add item to show up. Okay, so it's going to put it on the map. I'm going to open in Map Viewer. Just to kind of check that it's there. Okay, so there's my, you can see I did not a very good job of Cottage Grove Lake view. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my profile, content. This is active. I'm going to add the other lake. I choose it, open it. There we go. And add item. Now, what's going to happen is that this item is going to be added and the other item will be taken off. So apparently when you do that, it's only going to add one item at a time. So there's, that's so ugly. Okay, so there's, well, I lied. There it is. Okay, when I did this earlier, I had to go into my content and add the second lake. So right now, I can turn off 2016 and look at the lake there. I can turn on this lake level. So you have a lot of options in looking at your map. I was hoping you could change the levels. Oh, look at that. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to go and see if I can change the name. Can I rename that? Nope. That's so weird. When we go to Legend, it's got yellow push pin and gray push pin. Oh well, that's something to learn for later. I'm going to click here. I don't think there's anything I want to change here. I can't change the color. So anyway, that's my digitizing from Google Earth and then bringing it into a map for ArcGIS Online. You need to save the map. You're going to share that map with me and with the public. So you're going to click Public, and we're going to update the sharing so that these will show up. And then you want to copy this because that's the URL to the map, and you want to make sure that you add that to the answers in your Word document for this lab. Okay, and then to test that, we can see if I actually shared it correctly. You're going to log out. And then you're going to open that up. And if it was shared publicly and shared well, your map should show up. Sweet. And if you go to content, it tells you which lake is which. And someday I'm going to figure out how to change that. But for right now, if you can get it in here in both lake levels, and you probably want to do a better job than I did on that. All right.